Alright, so we are back with episode 2 of £10 to a knife. Last episode, I messed up a little bit. We ended actually lower than our initial starting point. We wouldn't have, but I messed up the floats on the final trade up, so kind of kind of scuffed it for myself there. But we are back. We're going to be trying and making a little bit of a comeback this episode. Fingers crossed. We'll see how it goes. I mean, it is gambling in the end of the day, so we might end up, we might end down. We'll find out. But I don't want to waste much time on this introduction, so I will show you guys the first trade up that we're going to be doing for this video. So this is what the first contract is going to be looking like. It is a trade up from the Vanguard case, I believe. Yep, and we are trying to go for a factory new Basilisk. That would be the best option. Hopefully, we're going to get that M4 1AS luck that we got last time and pull through with that one. It's a 25%. We've got a 50% chance to make a profit, 50% chance to make a loss. So it's really either or. And I actually paid slightly more than £4.65. I actually paid... where am I? 493, just to make sure I was getting all of the right floats and things. So if we do hit the Griffin, it won't be as much profit as it says it is, basically. It'll basically be a break even. So I'm pretty much hoping that we hit the Basilisk. The Griffin isn't going to be too bad. Worst case scenario is we either hit the Grinder or the Highwayman. That would be an absolute blow to us because we are spending 465 of our like £7 balance or whatever we have left at the moment, like £8. So that will be wiping out like half of our balance, and there's a 50% chance that will happen. So I'm kind of keeping my fingers crossed that that's not the case, but you never really know what's going to happen. And I've tried to be so militant with getting all of the floats right. That was why I paid a little bit over to make sure that we don't make the same mistake that I made last time and end up with a minimal wear gun when I'm trying to go for a factory new one. But as you can see, I have these skins right here in my inventory. If this one doesn't go to plan, I'm going to have to start doing some really low tier trade ups to try and get our money up, because right now our money is down. So I'm really hoping that the Basilisk is going to come through clutch for us, but you really never know, to be fully honest. I'm just praying that that's what we see pop up on the screen so that we can kind of get things back onto the right foot. All I can do is keep my fingers crossed and pray. Please, Gaben, help us with this comeback. I scuffed it last time. It was my own fault, I admit that. Show us the M4 Basilisk in 3, in 2, in 1. Give me the M4 Basilisk. Fuck. That was not what we wanted. That was the furthest away thing from what we wanted. In fact, I think that might have been the worst outcome that we could have possibly got. Just double check. And it's in minimal wear. Interesting. I was very particular with the floats. Actually, I think that might be right. Let me double check. Alright, yeah, no, that was right. That was going to come out in minimal wear. It was literally the worst case scenario. Couldn't have been any worse. So I'm just going to quickly double check and see what this is selling for on Steam right now. Obviously, I'm going to assume it's basically what what it says on there. In minimal wear, £1.30. What did it say on this one? That it was expected to be £1.20. All right, we're 10p up. That's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. £1.31 is the cheapest listed, and then it's up to £1.35. Something I've been doing, which is why the prices seem a little off from when I say them to what I actually put them through as. When it pops up on screen, is because sometimes I will list it at a slightly higher price if I think I can get a slightly higher price for it, because I don't mind waiting a couple of extra days. So odds are I'm probably going to list this one for around like £1.35 and just wait a few days and see if it sells. But that was a big L on the first contract. That puts us down pretty badly. So I am listing that one right now for £1.35. Hopefully it will sell within the next few days so that we can kind of get that money back into the account. But if we come over to here, I've actually been tracking it. I don't think that I showed this last episode. It puts our total balance down to £3.73, which isn't great. The last two that we've done, we lost £6 because of my own mistake, which I feel awful for. We wouldn't be in this position if I didn't do that. And the one prior to that, the one that we just did, sorry, that was a £3.74 loss, which is pretty rough. So I'm going to have to do some lower grade contracts to try and get the money up a little bit more, so we can try and do a few more riskier contracts to actually try and get this going. Alright, so I just did some digging around, and on CS Money I was able to find the Spectrum 2 cases listed for 98 pence. Currently on Steam, they are selling for £1.28. It's not going to be a massive profit, but if I was to list them for £1, just change it up to 28 for that extra penny. We're going to be able to get £1.12 back from them. So it's a very minor profit, but I've got to do what I've got to do at the moment. It's getting quite dire, so hopefully the buyer accepts that. They have like 12 hours or something along those lines, so hopefully within the next few hours I should have those couple of cases, and then I will list them on the Steam Marketplace just to try and get a bit more cash flow going, and potentially I might be able to sell them for a little bit more. It's on a bit of a downtrend at the moment, so I guess we shall see, but that's where we're at the moment. Alright, and for trade up number 2 of this video, I am really praying that we can pull something through here. Right now, this is what our sheet is currently looking like. We just managed to sell those Spectrum 2 cases for 72 pence profit overall, which doesn't sound like a lot, but our total balance is looking pretty weak. So the next trade up that we're going to be doing is another Dreams and Nightmares one. We hit it last time, so fingers crossed we can maybe hit it again. This time we're going for a StatTrak minimal wear, so we've got 4 StatTrak field tested guns, 5 StatTrak minimal wear guns. These are our odds. Very similar to the one that we did in the first episodes. We're really hoping to either see the Ticket to Hell or the Night Terror. That will give us a bit of a comeback. I didn't pay exactly £2.66 for this. I actually paid £2.81 just to make sure I could get all the floats and things right. And also these prices are never 100% accurate to Steam anyway. But we have just got the skins through. They are all here. I'm really praying that we're going to actually be able to hit this one because we're in a pretty dire spot at the moment. For episode 2, it's not going amazingly. If we don't hit this one, I'm probably going to have to go kind of hard with like investing and just buying and flipping things on back onto the Steam market to try and get the balance up, because we're struggling right now pretty badly. So from this contract, we really want to see the USPS Ticket to Hell. Or the M4 Night Terror. Anything else, I don't think it's a massive loss. Let me just double check. All right, we could have a pretty big loss, actually. I lied. Worst case scenario is we hit the Dream Glade. That's really going to put us down, which means in the next episode, I'm going to have to just go hard with like buying and flipping skins, because there's no chance we're going to be able to do any profitable trade-ups if we have like £2 in the balance. So we really don't want to see the Dream Glade. Best case scenario, we get the Ticket to Hell. We have a 40% chance to profit from this. All I can do is keep my fingers crossed. I really hope that something manages to come through. We need a bit of good luck on our side. So let's do this in 3, in 2, in 1. Ticket to Hell. Okay, not too bad. Back to back, we have actually managed to pull this from the Dreams and Nightmares. I'm quite happy that we managed to hit that one and profit from it. And it's in minimal wear, so I didn't mess up the float. So I am happy about that, because I've scuffed it a couple of times. I say a couple of times. I scuffed it once last episode, but that put us in the position that we're in. So I'm quickly going to go and double check what the price will be after we've sold this, and I can tell you what our total is now. So just before I list them for sale, I always double check the Steam Marketplace just to see if they're kind of like capping out at the bottom price, which unfortunately for this one, it doesn't really look like. It looks like $4.74 is like a pretty set price. There's quite a few listed for that. So that's probably what we're going to have to list it for. So if I just get an idea of the price here, if we put $4.74 into here, we'll be getting £4.13 back. So coming back over to here, I'm just going to show you guys the process of this from now on. The total cost of this trade up was £2.81. So I'll just stick that into there. And then the sold price is going to be £4.13 after fees. I'll stick that one into there. And then this isn't set up, so bear with me. So it should just carry it over if yeah, there we go. So we managed to profit £1.32 from that trade up, which takes the balance back up to $5.77. I'm going to get this one listed, hopefully sell it. And yeah, that was a good way to end this episode, because we're down bad right now. We're still like 50% off of what we actually started with, which isn't great, but going to try and work my way back up, at least get it to the £10 range, and then hopefully we'll be able to start progressing a bit quicker from there. The more that we can put into the trade ups, the bigger the profits are going to be. So I'm going to leave this episode here. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. We've had ups, we've had downs. It's been a bit all over the place, if I'm going to be fully honest. we're ending at around like £5, so we're still down technically, but hopefully over the next couple of episodes we're going to be able to get these numbers pumping back up, fingers crossed. But I hope you guys have enjoyed it either way. If you have, feel free to subscribe to the channel. I would appreciate it. Like the video, drop a comment down below, do all of those YouTube things so the algorithm likes me, and I'll catch you guys in the next episode. Peace.